everyone, and welcome to RightOn, the game show about fun facts that everyone can play. I'm your host, Camilla. I'm a sophomore at George Washington University, majoring in public health. I've just finished my finals, and today is a particularly happy Friday. So happy Friday, everyone. Our show today features three awesome alumni of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Peninsula, ready to battle out in a friendly competition of RightOn. First, in the top right, we've got Josh. Next, next in the opposite corner, we have Brandon.
Hello.
And last but not least, in the lower left, we have Haley.
Hi.
As many of you already know, RightOn is a game show about fun facts, and I love to hear a couple of fun facts about each of you. Let's start off with Josh. Please tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Josh. I'm a sophomore at University of the Pacific in Stockton, and I'm majoring in biology. Interesting fact about myself is kind of weird, and I like the light mode, on your phones. Like, I prefer the light mode over the dark mode. And another thing is I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so really looking forward to watching this finale for The Mandalorian tonight.
That's great, Josh. Welcome to the show. Now let's head over to Brandon. How's it going? And please share us a couple fun facts about yourself.
Hey, it's going great. I'm a sophomore currently at UC Merced. I'm studying computer science and engineering. I guess one of the fun facts that I have is I collect Pokemon cards for fun, just because I like being a kid. So don't grow up too fast. And another fun fact is I play a lot of video games, especially now during the break. So I'm glad that finals are over and time to play some games.
Glad to have you with us, Brandon. That's amazing. Last but not least, Haley, please tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Haley. I'm a senior at San Francisco State University, majoring in broadcasting. Earlier this year, I got to study abroad in Australia, so that was really fun. And just because, the holiday season, my favorite Christmas song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Haley, for sharing. Before we start today's game show, our announcer, Frank, has created a video that explains how our game works. So let's take a look.
As a reminder for our new viewers out there, before the show, each of our contestants received the same questions. They figured out the correct answers and then were challenged to come up with new trick answers. Those trick answers were then combined randomly with the correct answers to create voting slides. Your job as an audience is to try to pick up the correct answer and not be fooled by our contestants' trick answers. The more the contestants' answers trick the audience, the more points they get. For everyone at home, if you haven't already logged into our voting platform, please do so now with the code at the bottom of your screen.
Thank you so much, Frank. We're all ready to get going. As usual, there are 5 rounds with 1 question each. So all right, let's play RightOn. Our first question today is about a famous Boys and Girls Club alum. Let's find out who. Question 1. After hurricanes in 2017, Boys and Girls Club alum Jennifer Lopez created a humanitarian aid campaign that, translated into English, means we are unified, we are one voice, we are powerful, or we are a family. While we give everyone at home 30 seconds to vote, we're going to play a quick bonus game. The contestants will try to guess what % of the audience will guess the correct answer. The contestants who guesses the closest number will get a bonus of 20 points. So, okay, audience, we'll start with the 30-second countdown. And contestants, you can start tossing out your guesses as soon as I say go. Okay, everyone? Ready, set, go.
32.
Okay, we have Brandon with 32.
I think 20%.
Okay, Haley with 20%.
I'd say 25.
Okay, Josh with 25%. Wow, okay, good guesses, We have pretty close guesses, I would say. Okay, So yeah, you guys were pretty fast, and it's really amazing how talented J-Lo is an actor, a singer, and a dancer. And well, as she likes to say, you got to follow your dreams and work hard. Um, so, okay, the voting is now complete. And while we wait for the results to see who gets bonus points, let's get to know more a bit about our contestants. Our first question today was about the former Boys and Girls Club member Jennifer Lopez. I know you all were members of the Boys and Girls Club of the Peninsula for many years, and I love to hear about one or two of your favorite activities or memories with the Boys and Girls Club of the Peninsula.
So my favorite would definitely have to be Girls in Tech with Miss Chillin. It was a lot of fun, and I got to learn a lot that I'm still using today.
Wow, that's amazing.
For me, I think my favorite activity was definitely being in the library, just doing homework, and sometimes just being loud in the library, which you're like breaking the rules, so it's just fun.
Yeah, that's something that kids love to do, break the rules per se. How about you, Josh?
I'd say for me, being able to go and play inside the basketball gym or just play soccer during breaks and school time was always a fun thing.
Yeah, that is amazing. I actually used to play sports in my high school year. I ran some track and played some basketball, was a hooper. Did any of you guys play sports besides Josh? I know you played some basketball. Anything else? Want to
Some
expand on that?
soccer.
Okay, some soccer. Cool.
Yeah, I also ran track too.
Okay, what events?
I did long distance, so I would do the 1600.
Wow, I salute all my long distance friends because being a sprinter, 200 and yeah, the 200 and 100 was something that I just only focused on. The 400 was a stretch, even though that is a sprinter's race. That was a stretch to me.
Right.
But how about you, Haley? Did you play any sports? Have any hobbies?
Yeah, I did softball, soccer, and golf. Definitely couldn't do track though. Too much running.
Wow. I mean, I know soccer has a little bit of running as well. So, yeah. But yeah, any more hobbies that you guys have?
I like editing videos in my free time a lot. Just kind of filming anything that's interesting and kind of edit together just for practice, and it's always fun.
Okay, that is amazing. So it looks like the audience votes are in. So let's see how everyone voted. So the fourth most popular answer we got C, powerful. Then in the third we have D, a family. And the second with 29% of the audience picking one voice. And the most popular answer for this round was unified. The correct answer is we are one voice, or somos una voz in Spanish. So 29% of the audience voted for the correct answer, and it looks like Brandon, who guessed 32%, came to the closest. So nice job, Brandon. You get 20 points for this round. So let's recap the score after our first round and take a look at our leaderboard. Wow. So we have Brandon in the lead and the other two contestants just a few points behind. All right. Now let's go to our second question. Jennifer Lopez has toured around the world, including the capital of the United Kingdom. Let's go there and learn a fun fact about that city. Below is a picture of the famous London skyscraper, the Gherkin. What is the sum of the number of steps in a single stairwell plus the numbers of exterior glass panes? Is it A, 32, B, 6,945, C, 7,443, or D, 8,466? Here's a few hints that I have under my sleeve. Both add-ins are odd, and the sum of the digits in the answer equals to the square root of 576. We've got another 30 seconds on the clock for you, audience, so best of luck. So, the Gherkin is a nickname for 30 St. Mary Axe, a commercial skyscraper that opened in London's financial district in 2004. Gherkin is the British word for pickle. And don't get me started with the British word for aluminum, excuse me. You might remember that from a couple shows back. We sure had a lot of tongue twisting trick answers for that question, as you see right now. So London is also the capital of the UK and is one of the largest cities in Europe. If you could travel to any country in Europe, where would you go and why? How about I pick on Brandon since he has his thinking face on, and I feel like you have a great answer.
I am not really sure, to be honest. Honestly, the place I just normally would say it has to have a lot of like attractive places, and if it has like mountains or something close by, and definitely like if it has a big city, I'll probably visit it. But yeah, at the moment, I'm not really sure.
Okay, maybe Iceland.
That sounds pretty nice.
How about you, Haley or Josh?
I would probably have to say Ireland. It seems like a really interesting place, and I've had friends who visited there, and they had a lot of great pictures to show.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I would say Germany. I mean, I've been there on layover, and I really wanted to check it out more. So I feel like it just has so much rich culture
Yeah,
there.
that's amazing. So speaking of countries, have you guys ever traveled to a country? And how long have you guys ever traveled to a country and where?
I've been to a few. Like I said earlier, I got to live in Australia for a few months. And then I got to visit Paris and London and a lot of fun other countries.
Great. That is so amazing, Haley. Josh and Brandon will revisit it another round. I've just been notified that our votes are in, so let's just take a look. So starting in the fourth slot, we've got A, 32. The third most popular was D, 8,466. In second place, 25% of the audience picked C. And in the first answer for this round was B, 6,945. And the correct answer was actually option D. Our round 2 leaderboard is ready, so why don't we take a look? Wow, so it looks like we've made a big turn. We have Haley in the lead. Nice job, Haley, with your trick answer. You got the most votes in this round. So let's just take a quick video on how you came up with it.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there, just busy studying for finals. If you're seeing this right now, that means I tricked you. The correct answer is 8,466. To get this answer, you take the number of stairs, 1,037, and add it to the number of exterior glass panes, which is 7,429. To get my trick answer, I use the hints. The square root of 576 is 24, so I chose the number 6,945. 6 plus 9 plus 4 plus 5 is 24, and that's how I tricked you.
Wow, amazing video, Haley. I bet many of our audience feel really tricked. So why don't we just go to the next question? Question 1 was about Jennifer Lopez. So now let's go to another Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame member. Okay. In 2007, Denzel Washington played educator Melvin Tosin, in The Great Debaters. The dialogue repeatedly mentions, "An unjust law is no law at all." A quote from whom? St. Augustine, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, or Malcolm X? All right, everyone at home, I think you've gotten the hang of things, but I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to make your pick. Best of luck, and I'll see you guys after. All right, welcome back. Time is now up, audience. We'll see in a bit if you manage to not get tricked by our contestants' trick answers. So, question 3 is a special one. It's a right on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of the 3 trick answers they think will be the trickiest and get the most votes. You can wager up to the total number of points you've gotten so far, and if you guess correctly, your score will go up by that number of points. But be careful. If you guess incorrectly, your score will go down by that same amount. While everyone at home was voting, our contestants locked in which trick answer they choose and decided. So let's see what everyone decided. Starting with Josh.
That's what I chose. I chose. I chose C for 19 points.
Wow. What made you confident for that trick answer? Might be the trickiest.
Yeah, I felt like Gandhi had to do with his history and his country as a civil rights activist for his country's people. I think I could see him saying that for sure. So that's why I chose C.
Great. Now let's move on to Haley.
I chose B for Martin Luther King. I put 20 points on it. This is just because I think Martin Luther King is such an influential historical figure, and I definitely could see him, saying this in one of his speeches.
Yeah, I agree. What led you to that switch?
I just think Martin Luther King had more monumental speeches, so kind of can remember him like saying that kind of stuff.
Okay. And how about you, Brandon?
So I went B, but for 19 points, which is one less than Haley. I should have gone 20. I think almost like her, I think he's a very important historical figure. And I like Josh said, I feel like I can picture him saying it repeatedly in, some of his famous speeches. And yeah, I think that's probably the best that I have. So hopefully it worked.
Wow, that was amazing. But now I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of Denzel Washington movies, including Training Day, Malcolm X, Glory, and more. Which one of these movies have you all seen, and what do you remember about them?
I think I've seen. I forgot which ones. There was 2 of them I saw, but I just want to say his acting is always on point. That's all I want to say. There's no arguing that.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. But I just got reminded that the results are ready to go. So why don't we just check a look on that. I actually just read about him in one of my classes recently. And yeah, I can't really tell you the answer just yet. But as we transition to the results, I'm just going to ask you more questions about movies and whatnot. So, any other of you guys saw any movies with Malcolm X? With saw any movies with Denzel Washington? Sorry, that Malcolm X movie is like stuck in my head.
Yeah, I mean, for me, he's one of the best actors of all time. I mean, I loved him in Flight. I think he did a great job in and so many other movies, The Equalizer. So I don't know, he's a great actor.
Yeah, that's amazing. So now officially the results are ready to go. So let's see. Okay. I actually just read about him in one of my classes recently. St. Augustine, option A, is the correct answer. So nice job, contestants, with your trick answers. Now let's see. Now let's give you all some additional points, hopefully positive ones, for your right on target wagers. Remember, the trickiest trick answer for this round was okay, so first we're going to just read the answers. So no one voted for St. Augustine, which is the correct answer. 14% of the audience voted for Mahatma Gandhi. 43% of the audience voted for MLK. And last but not least, 43% of the audience voted for Malcolm X. So kind of like what I said earlier, St. Augustine was the correct answer. So nice job, contestants, with your trick answers. Now let's give you some additional points, hopefully positive ones, for your right on target wagers. Remember, the trickiest trick answers for this round were B and D. So Josh, you thought answer C would be the trickiest and wagered 19 points. You guessed incorrectly, and your score goes down by 19 points. And Haley, you placed a bet for 20 points that answer B would be the trickiest. You guessed correctly, and your score goes up by 20 points. And Brandon, you thought answer B would be the trickiest and wagered 19 points. You guessed correctly, and your score goes down by 19 points. So, okay, let's take a look at the current standings. So after 3 rounds, we have Josh in 3rd place, Brandon in 2nd, and Haley in the 1st place with 140 points. That is amazing. And again, it still looks like Haley has quite the lead, but it's certainly still anyone's game. Now it's time for question 4, which has a little bit of math, physics, and skateboarding too. If a skateboarder has a mass of 123 pounds, and if the frictionless half pipe has a height of 20 meters, what is her maximum velocity in 20 miles? What is her maximum velocity in miles per speed to the nearest whole number? Meters per second. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Is it A, 20, B, 21, C, 251, or D, 24,108? And all right, viewers at home, you've got 30 seconds as usual. Good luck. Hello again. Voting on question 4 has now been locked, and I'm eager to see how everyone voted. While we wait for the results to be calculated, let's first check out a video where one of our live stream team members, Ram, explains one possible solution for question 4.
Remember that the potential energy or stored energy at the top of the half-pipe will equal the kinetic energy or energy in motion at the bottom of the half-pipe, where there exists no more stored energy ready to be used, and all potential energy has been converted into kinetic energy. So we set mass times the acceleration due to gravity times the height, which is the potential energy at the top, equal to the kinetic energy at the bottom, 1/2 times the mass times the velocity squared. Notice that mass drops out of the equation since we can divide it from both sides. Next, to isolate v, we multiply both sides by 2, and then take the positive square root of both sides. Now let's plug in. We use 9.8 meters per second squared for the acceleration due to gravity, and 20 meters as the height. We get an answer of around 19.8 meters per second, which we round up to 20, the nearest whole number. Remember that mass does not matter in this equation. When calculating energy, we want to express it in joules, or kilograms times meters squared over seconds squared. Thus, we want to have mass in kilograms rather than the pounds given in the problem. However, since mass is irrelevant when calculating the maximum speed, we can leave out the mass entirely and not worry about converting pounds into kilograms. So, to sum things up, the skateboarder's maximum velocity on a frictionless half-pipe with a height of 20 meters is 20 meters per second.
And now you know one of the many ways in which math and physics can come together in sports. So the right answer for this question, 20 meters per second, actually matches the height, which is 20 meters. However, this is just a coincidence. If the height was instead 30 meters, the highest velocity would actually be 24 meters per second. So there you go, a couple additional fun facts. Our results are now in, so let's take a look. So now we have no one voted for 2020, answer A. 25% of the audience voted for 21. 25% of the audience also voted for option D. And 50% of the audience voted for option C. Nice trick answer, Haley. It looks like yours got the most votes of 50%, or 50 points. So let's see another quick video about how you came up with it.
No way, she said that? I can't believe it. Oh, girl, gotta go. Looks like I tricked some people. Hey everyone, hate to say it, but you guys have been tricked. The correct answer is 20. To get the answer, use the formula x equals the square root of 2 times gravity times height. In this case, gravity is 9.8 and the height is 20. In my trick answer, I used the formula weight times height over gravity, which gave me the answer of 251. You actually don't have to use the weight at all. And that's how I tricked you.
Cool video. Oh. Wow. Cool video, Haley. Looks like your trick answer really did the trick. Now, after 4 rounds, it looks like Haley is still in the lead. Our final question is also a right-on target question. And because contestants can wager up to all their points, things can change quite a bit. Okay, so let's just jump right into question 5. We've had questions earlier about both Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez, both people known for their hard work and accomplishments, as well as their youthful faces. Did you all know Denzel is an impressive 65-year-old, turning 66 later this month? Well, here we go with our final question about the science of aging and how we might all be able to look a little younger in the future. In studies into reversing the process of human aging, scientists at Tel Aviv University have shown that giving pure oxygen to older people while in a hyperbaric chamber increased the length of their cell replication by 20%, lifespans by 20%, telomeres by 20%, or chromosomes by 20%. At home audience, please put your thinking caps on, you know what to do, and see you in half a minute. time is now up. Question 5, our final question, is also a right on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of the 3 trick answers they think will get the most votes. Okay, Josh, Haley, and Brandon, you can each wager up to the total number of points you've gotten so far. And if you guess correctly, your score will go up by that number of points. But of course, as you guys know, if you guess incorrectly, your score will go down by that same amount of points. So you have to wager wisely. Let's see what everyone decided. This time, starting with Josh, who's currently in 3rd place. Again, not far behind.
I went all in for the trick answer A.
Whoa.
I gotta catch up.
Okay. What led you pretty sure about, answer A being the trickiest?
Well, I feel like compared to the other answers, most people would be tricked up if they have some knowledge of biology, that the more you have cell replication and the more you're gonna have more cells and the longer you're gonna be alive. So
Great. Now let's move on to Brandon.
I went all in. I believe so. I can't even remember. Like, this is making me nervous. But I went for D, chromosomes, because I think I normally think that if, like Josh said, if they have some type of knowledge on biology, you hear chromosomes quite a bit, and your initial thought might be chromosomes. Yeah, and there you go. I did 113.
Okay. And how about you, Haley, who started this final round in the lead?
So I chose option B, which is lifespans, and I did 40 points just to kind of play it safe. And I went with lifespans just because if you're aging, you kind of like you double your lifespan kind of if you're aging. So that's why I went with that one.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. I'm surprised you didn't try to go big as well, Haley, but you're also in the lead, so you have some room. While we wait for the final results to be tallied up during this season of gratitude and thanks, I love to hear about a Boys and Girls Club of Peninsula staff member you'd like to thank or give a shout out to. We can just have like a few people or everyone do it. Yeah.
I'm super thankful for Ruby. She's the best baker, and I really appreciate her brownies.
I gotta shout out Jacob for always making us look good on our videos and everything, and he's on top of all the tech there. So
I'm gonna shout out Jacob as well. He's very good with cameras, and yeah, I've learned a lot from him, and he's a great guy.
Wow. Okay. So I just found out that the results are ready. So let's have a drum roll, please. And the correct, we have telomeres for 0%. I'm sorry. 13% of the audience voted for chromosomes. 38% of the audience voted for cell replication. And 50% of the audience voted for lifespan. And again, here we have the correct answer is telomeres, which are repetitive nucleotide sequences at the end of chromosomes. So let's take a look at your wagers for this right on target question and see the final results. Remember, the trickiest trick answer for this round was B. You went in, Josh, you went with answer A and wagered 74 points. You guessed incorrectly and your score goes down by 74 points. Haley, you thought answer B would be the trickiest and bet 40 points. You guessed correctly and your score goes up by 40 points. And Brandon, last but not least, you decided to go with D and wagered 113 points. You guessed incorrectly and your score goes down by 113 points. Wow, we really had a lot of great trick answers today. Some of these might have been based on mistakes that were made along the way to finding the correct answers, and that's a regular part of learning new things. Anyone who's ever gotten a question wrong can play right on. So that means not just me and our contestants, but you. So how are you guys feeling about your wagers? A little bit.
I'm happy about it. I'm really excited that I chose right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm happy about it too. I'm happy that that Brandon didn't got it wrong too. Actually, more than me. So
Wow, amazing. So, it looks like our final results are ready for today's show. So let's take a look. While we wait for the results, we're just going to ask you more questions. Since Christmas is around, just next week, or any other happy holidays that you guys celebrate, or holidays you guys celebrate. What do you most look forward to during this winter break?
I am looking forward to spending time with my dog. I have a golden lab, and yeah, they're super hyper and great energy. And yeah, just getting back to running with my dog is something I'm looking forward to during the cold weather.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a break.
Wow. So now we're going to be looking at the results. Okay, it looks like, again, they're in third place with a total of 13 points. We have Josh. Next, with a total of 61 points, we have Brandon. And that means our top scorer for today is Haley with 280 points. Congratulations. Haley, you are today's winners. Now, let me tell you what you've won. We've got two fantastic prizes for you. First, a $25 gift card to buy snacks and supplies of your choice. And second, a pay it forward prize, a $25 Donors Choose gift card for any teacher you choose. And they can get whatever supplies they like to. A big thank you to all teachers out there. Congratulations again, Haley, and great job, everyone. We go live on Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. And our next show will be after the winter holidays on January 22nd. If you'd like to be a future contestant, please apply at the link on the bottom of your screen. This is Camilla signing off for now and wishing you all a great weekend and a happy holiday season. I look forward to seeing you all again right here on RightOn. Happy holidays!